Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back. Episode 178 today.
Yeah, bringing you guys another one after a guest.
I guess. Shout out Don for coming through.
Yeah, thank you, Don. So, yeah, different insight, different industry that, I'm kind of familiar with, but I guess for most people.
Nah, I've always seen Don like out, on the other shop doing some work, here and there for a minute, but I've never got to meet him or have a conversation. So it's pretty cool, get that, sort of introduction and who he is and what he's done and all that fun stuff. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah, luckily he's doing well for himself, and he's at the beginning stage that luckily, I've already gone through, but man, it's a tough stage to go through where you're trying to build up the clientele and working crazy hours. But yeah, man. If you guys ever need a mobile mechanic, hit up Don's Garage.
Don's Garage.
What is it? Don Garage and mobile services?
Yeah. I believe that's what it was. But yeah, bro, definitely learn. I like to just learn, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, got some information at my man's, and I'm sort of trying to think on the spot what sort of resonated with me during that episode. And yeah, I'll have to rewatch that one as well because you were just mentioning to me as well. But yeah, some things that stood out is, yeah, bro, he's fucking grinding, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
the grinding phase.
Yeah, he's just, that shit stuck out for me for sure. I'm like, damn, bro, like my man's really fucking gonna go and, jump in a car during lunch type shit. Like that shit was like, oh fuck. Like, or fucking, on a Sunday, or when he was telling us the cat story when it was like 10 minutes until like his closing time. So, and he decided to pick it up regardless and ended up going, and, I don't know. It was cool. It was awesome to see that mentality instilled and all that. And I know if he keeps it up, that he'll keep going far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, definitely. He'll for sure.
I feel like that's the hard part when you're like busting your ass. You're busting your ass. It's maybe been a year or two, and like, yeah, you might be getting better and shit like that. But in terms of like your exterior, you're still grinding. You're maybe still at the same day job. Maybe you're still making the same amount of money, and it's like, fuck, dude. Like, at what point am I gonna have my breakthrough? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's something I think about as well.
Yeah, it's tough to kind of stay in that mode. I mean, you can only do it for so long. So I remember I think luckily, I was in a spot where I didn't have much overhead, so I was able to kind of get out of that a little quicker, and maybe it was just kind of taking the leap without really knowing what was going to happen. I just kind of did it. So, but yeah, it is got to be kind of tough, being in that situation for a very long time, and while still having, a whole family to,
provide for. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. So shout out. Yeah. Another thing too, on top of that, I also have seen a lot of businesses that have been in business 2 to 3 years. People are grinding their ass off, bro, and it doesn't end up working out. And I always think about that shit, and I'm like, damn. Like, was that all for nothing? Like, were they happy? Like, are they going to return? And I always think about that. I'm like, damn, dude. I guess it depends on the person and what they do with it. But, there's a lot of people that start businesses, they fail, and they never try it again because they're like, oh, I thought I could do it. I thought it was easy. I thought I could, I was different or was better for no reason, like no actual evidence. So that's something I always think about too. And I'm like, because they say that, one out of every 10 businesses makes it after, whatever that is, the first or second year. So it's like, what happened to the rest of the people? Like, some people might not be, have that work ethic like you and Don have, or maybe they just don't have the proper systems in place, or can't plan correctly, or their customer service fucking sucks, or they don't know how to talk to a client. So all of these things have to sort of just kind of work together in a sense. Again, you're not going to figure out everything in day one. So maybe that's why it takes fucking forever, for some people at least. But yeah, it's just like an interesting dynamic to me where I'm like, you can literally bust your ass off for years and it can still not work out. That's just kind of fucked.
Yeah. So people are just tied down, they don't have an option to back out. They have leases in place. They know if they don't pay that lease, they'll most likely have to, go through bankruptcy. And at that point, they might put the family in risk. So they have to just stick through it. But it sucks if you're in that situation. And yeah, I wonder if the people that, go through 3 or 4 businesses before they actually get one that makes it, if they're just not patient, they're expecting that overnight thing. And maybe if they would just held on a little bit longer and give it more effort, they would have made it out. But some businesses just straight up don't work. There's just way too many too much competition, or like you said, maybe your customer service, you're relying on your employees while you're still having a day job, and your employees are never going to give the same service that you are while you're gone.
Dude, life is fucked, bro. You can be going through a divorce. That'll fuck your whole shit up. For some people, I've talked to some people that had a business, successful, all that shit. Divorce comes through. Fucking. I remember at Parker Hannafin when I used to work there. I was talking to a machinist, like, I was just networking, trying to do my little shit, and I was telling him, he was like, because obviously as a young impressionable person, you might see someone cool or maybe just want to talk to him. But I remember talking to this dude. He was like, yeah, bro, like I used to have a business and I've been in all the Lamborghinis and shit. As a kid, especially since we were into cars, I hear that shit. I'm like, oh, what the fuck, a Lamborghini? You been in one and all this shit? And he was telling me all that shit and that he had a business. And I told him, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Why are you here, bro? And that's what he told me. He's like, that bitch.
That's good.
So again, it doesn't even, sometimes it's just shit outside, bro. And it's kind of fucked up because on top of that, your business could be 100%, but your relationship could be at 0. And just because of the relationship, it can fuck up the business. So this, dude,
everything's got to be pieced together perfect.
It's fucked, dude.
It is crazy. I always wonder those situations where the business loses out. I mean, it's got to be where you obviously really pissed off your lady or something to make shit go that way.
Not necessarily, bro. Sometimes.
Because I've known people in both situations where they lose the business, and then some where obviously they just gladly went both ways, and still life goes on as normal. And it's usually the ones, I mean, like yesterday I was talking to a dude, or this weekend I should say, and yeah, he had this huge company, and unfortunately, he just had to close it down. It just, the divorce was one of those uglier ones. Where
the thing is, the divorce, when, let's say you and, fuck. It's good. I was about to say, give you 2 scenarios. One, I'm like, I don't even want to bring it up. Another one, I was going to say me and you, but I'm like, that kind of makes us a little sus. So let's say let's put the lens on someone else. Let's say there's a specific person, they're married. They love each other. They started, the dude started a business, grew that up, etc. And one day it's just like, you know what? I don't think this is working out. I don't think we're on the same page anymore. Let's just break up. At that point, even though it's amicable, do you think your wife or your partner is going to be like, oh, yeah, don't give me shit?
No, you still get shit, but there's...
Should be 50-50 technically if you don't have a prenup.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Maybe they're well off where they can sort of sell a share of the business. Maybe they could take out a loan so that way they can pay their wife. But sometimes it's not as easy as it was dirty. Divorce, even if it is amicable, there's still shit getting processed, bro. It's not as easy as, oh yeah, I'm going to divorce her and we're off. Unless for some reason you worked something out previously. Because at the end of the day, it's all contractual, Yeah,
anybody can say anything until it actually comes to that. Then they're not going to, abide by what they said 10 years ago. I wasn't going to do that. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have, like I said, there's people that they still they understand that business was started before I even came in the picture. Those are the guys that have told me, at least. Well, one person I can fully say. Yeah. He started his business and his wife was completely understanding. Obviously, because I met you, you changed my life. And we went off our both ways, and I have nothing to do with that business. So yeah, the home stuff, everything, they built together 50-50, but the business he was able to keep. So
so they did get divorced?
Yeah, to this day running. So that's what I'm saying. There's those.
Did you know if they had prenup before? You don't know, or no. They didn't have?
No, I'm pretty sure he didn't, because they just said the business I was able to keep. I gave her the house.
The whole house?
I don't know if it was the whole house. Well, because his kids are still there. So he's like, I'm not going to take the kids and do 50-50 and have you move in an apartment. And I want to keep the family as normal as possible so they can go about their lives and not have to be like, hey, why is Billy going to new school? So, but he got to keep his business. And to this day,
I wonder what happened.
His wife talk, but yeah, I'm saying there's situations where people can go an even way. Not everyone is going to be a bitch.
I'm just play devil advocate because I like picking that shit. What if they don't own a house? They just own one business. What happened there?
They just live in a condo or something?
Yeah, they're just paying rent.
I mean, well, yeah, someone's gonna be pissed.
Someone's gonna get some money. That's what's.
Yeah.
And it's
but it's me. If I sell my business, what are you getting? 20,000 each. So I'm I think it was a business like that where it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
What are we gonna get out of it? Nothing.
Got you.
You might as well keep your day job, like me. My business is just a job. So obviously it provides everything for me that I have. But
that makes sense.
I would imagine it's something like that.
If you sell your business, technically you can't necessarily, I wonder how that would work.
I think the only thing that would happen is like if he gets to a point where a judge is like, you know what, we're going to condemn all your stuff and sell it. And that's how we're going to split 50-50. And
I'm not even talking about divorce. I'm just talking about, like, let's say you just wanted to somehow sell your business.
Well, 20,000 maybe 50.
Because at that point, usually you sell the business based on like the money you're bringing. But if you're trying to sell it and leave, you're the money maker and you're the reputation standing behind that. So are you just selling the assets?
Yeah,
like the equipment, basically.
Yeah. My business is a day job. It's not a business officially. So, the definition of a business is like a self-running business, like an establishment that can be self-ran without one person, and that's the only way you can sell a business too. You're never going to sell a business. Well, to the right person, I guess you can, right? That might be interested in the equipment, already has their business going, and
maybe
just
the Google
coming in
business profile and shit, because that's also valuable too.
Yeah, and a lot of times people don't even buy the name. They just buy like
that's crazy.
They take it all right away, right? So it's like, and I'm not me and this other business owner. We're talking about it, like, it's just kind of how it is. Like these are just day jobs for us. So luckily it works out. I mean, if you have like a lot of contracts in place, like dealerships and stuff, then that adds up to your business.
Yeah.
But for the most part, So like I said, most people like me, I mean, yeah, good luck. Like if we ever get a divorce or something, like I'll sell if you want. I'll just go start another one. I mean, there's nothing.
That's what's cool.
Different.
Like,
I mean,
you have all the skills and like knowledge in your head where even if whatever the fuck happens to you, you lose everything. Like no one can take that away from you, which is so dope. And you could, like you just said, you can start another business tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you get out of this one is just the equipment if you want to sell it. So,
but
yeah, that's it's different. And like I said, I've heard situations where it gets ugly, where it's just like, nope, you cheated on me, screw you, I'm taking everything that you have, I'm putting you
like
homeless.
The whole lawyer sort of thing, where it's just battles versus battles.
Yeah, or the 50-50 even 50-50 will bring down a man to his knees. You have a full-time business and then like an establishment that's making you millions a year, and you go 50-50 on that. It's gonna hurt the business, like we were just talking about. So, but then you have the ones where, people can just go out, together evenly and be happy about it. Not happy about it, but it doesn't have to make the other person miserable. But there's unfortunately more people that will like the other person miserable than there is the ones.
If you're divorcing someone, it's not gonna be fucking. Most of the time, some people are grown-ups and they'll have kids and all that, but usually someone fucks up something bad.
Yeah. Like I remember, like I was never married, but my previous relationships, I mean, it was never ugly. Like it was always like a friendly thing. Like I held on to stuff for them for like maybe 2 years later till their parents came and got some stuff.
God,
and
damn.
It's like people can go. Not everyone's in a shitty relationship where they're like it's like burn your shit, throw it on the curb, like free, like and you see all that stuff all the time on social media, like you cheater, they'll fucking spray paint their car, they'll throw all the clothes out in the street and just like.
True, but you haven't cheated either, though.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of relationships that just don't work out. The cheating one, for sure, you're gonna get fucked. No one's gonna be happy in that.
Nah.
But not everyone is a cheater, so I guess I'm trying to get to. But yeah, different strokes for different folks.
Was that a pun?
Yep. That's what they say, right? But
shit, man.
Yeah, man. But speaking about, I guess since we're talking about
talk to me, man. What's
divorce, I guess the opposite of that.
Jesus Christ.
I'm engaged, so went to Maui and got engaged out there. And
that's crazy because we already. Well, fuck. What do you mean? Like we already knew this. I already knew this. I think most everybody knew in terms of like social media, but we had a guest last pod, so couldn't necessarily sort of talk about that. But yeah, bro, shout out Edgar. He is. Is it appropriate to call you a fiance? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her fiance now.
Yeah. So you're,
I gotta stop myself when I say girlfriend. So.
Yeah, you gotta stop that, bro.
Yep. So I've been caught a few times, but I've had friends that tell me like, "Hey, it's fiance now."
Hey.
I'm like, you're right. You gave me you're catching me before I get myself in trouble. So.
Yup. Shout out though, bro. Congrats, bros. Yeah, I know that's like super personal, but yeah, feel free to share anything if you want,
No, we were just talking about divorce and shit, and obviously the opposite of that is
the
beginning stage.
The beginning.
And luckily I've had some, I would say not guidance, but something to look up to is like my parents. I mean, they're to this day they're married. Your parents are married still, so not every relationship is a piece of shit relationship. There's a lot of beautiful relationships out there, and they can work through a lot of things. So yeah, with all that being said, I mean, going back from where we started to this now. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Next thing you know, comes the wedding and tying the knot. So
Shout out, bro.
yeah, it was
Any
cool.
other information you can give us? Or is my boy's engaged, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can share whatever you want. I mean, we went on a trip to Hawaii, Maui.
Shout out.
2 pods ago, we talked about it briefly, but
yes, sir. How was that, by the way?
It was really cool. Really enjoyed Maui. It was it's different from all the other islands, obviously we've been to, but in a good way. But yeah, just of course, like the other Hawaii islands, it's very tropical. It was supposed to be raining the whole time we were there. It was sunny the whole time, and then right now they just got a huge hurricane that came through, or
Holy
storm.
Shit.
So we missed that by
a little bit.
Just like the Puerto Rico one, we missed that before the hurricane came through. So luckily, we're blessed and we leave these areas. We're there in the right timing for things and in and out. But yeah, last day we were there, it was raining. Not hard, but it started to come down a little bit. And it's an island. You're always going to get rain anywhere tropical. But yeah, dude, it was cool. The resort was awesome. I'm glad it worked out the way it did. We were right next to like a big, like mall, you would call it, probably the only big mall there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we had like an abundance of like restaurants and stuff to do around there. Good food, nothing disappointed, and just the resort itself was just cool. I mean, there's of course right on the beach and all the amenities that they have, and it was just easy to get around and do everything that we were gonna do. And yeah, man, it was a good time. Short, and I think I'm not sure if I told you or I was telling somebody else, but I really enjoy the short trips more recently. I feel like, I mean, kind of thinking back to like when we go on our boys trips, like we go for a short amount of time and we usually try to knock out a lot of stuff in a small period amount of time. So like the last 2 I've been on, I was like in Boston, and this one's like we go for like 3-day, 4-day trips, and like you want to do as most as possible. So you keep yourself busy versus like when we go for like a week, we're just kind of like, we'll do it maybe tomorrow. And we just, kick back, and it's still good to relax, but you kind of enjoy it more when you're just like so busy doing a bunch of new things and exploring things that, yeah, you just have more things to reflect on, I guess, afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it just kind of happened to be all perfect timing, like I think I told you last time we did the pod, 2 pods usually on Thursday. We filmed on a Wednesday, and that Wednesday, like literally before I started the pod, we bought the tickets. The next morning we took off. The ring had showed up on Wednesday, so it all like worked out. And yeah, this whole time I was carrying this ring with me, and it's kind of funny telling her now.
What do you mean carrying? Like every day you had it in your pocket, or
backpack?
Were you carrying your backpack with you around?
Well, everywhere till like we got to the hotel room. So yeah, obviously we were traveling with all our bags. So like the airport.
Yeah, I just sort of kind of meant
and the plane.
Kind of like I was more thinking like, oh, it's the first day we're here. I'm just gonna carry it and see if like an opportunity just shows up, and I'll just pull it out of the backpack instead of, oh, I'm gonna do it on this day. You get me?
Yeah. No, I just I knew I wasn't gonna do it the first day. I mean, we just got there like, yeah, but no, it was just in my backpack the whole time. But it was just for her, it was super funny to know that this whole time, like it was an art by her feet. To her, like it's really meaningful, the ring, and it just like literally, it was by her feet the whole time in the flight and everything, and. Even when we went hiking one of the times, that's like when I took it with me. I was like, if today the time presents itself.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
So obviously we went hiking, so I'm carrying the backpack anyways. Yeah. So I was like, I'll just take it with me since I'm having a backpack. But if we would have gone with no backpack, then I probably wouldn't have taken it. But yeah, it worked out. And then it's funny part because at one point she was like, let me help you with the backpack.
You're like, no.
And so she was carrying the backpack. And
I got
okay. Pictures of her, and she was like laughing later on, like knowing like I was the whole time. She's like, you've had that thing the whole time with you? I'm like, yeah, it's been with us the whole time. But yeah, she loved it. Of course, it's been, it's been really meaningful. Like the whole thing of a ring, you picking it out. Yeah, compared to I've heard other people that just do things differently. So
yeah, I think everybody just does it different. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I've heard so much, just different stuff. But as long as you both enjoyed it, you're both happy. That's all that matters, man.
Yeah. Some people go in the store, pick it out, and put it on their finger, and we're engaged. And
damn, I've never heard of that. I've heard of, let's go check them out, and then maybe just so you can get a better idea, you got to figure out the ring size.
Yeah, I heard that one on this weekend. That's how they did it. I was like, oh, cool.
So they didn't like. I always wonder because I feel like obviously for a guy, like I don't think it is as big of a deal compared to like the the woman you're getting it for, because she might want a specific fuck, dude. Maybe ring, maybe a specific place, maybe she wanted to film, like I think we mentioned. Like, there's just so much shit. So it's like,
yeah, you definitely got to know your woman, right? Luckily, you know, with Alice, she's, you know, super like happy the way it happened. She would couldn't have been any better for her. But yeah, some women, you know, they need their nails done. They need to have their perfect makeup. The dress needs to be like the right one, and it's like at that point you already know what's going to happen. So it's like, and for me, I just wanted her to have a surprise. And she had mentioned in the past, like I told her, I'm like, do you want to do it the way everybody does it? Like this is like years ago. Like, do you want to go to the store and pick out your ring, and then me kind of just pick it up randomly one day and then surprise you, or you want it to be total surprise? She's like total surprise, and she had sent me a while ago like a Pinterest of rings, and every single one was different. None of them were the same. So I'm just gonna go what. And she's always told me, he's like, I know you like nice things, so you're not gonna just get me something that's not nice. So yeah, but yeah, she was super happy, and I think the biggest part is the surprise factor. You know, if you do it right, is if you're not gonna get the cool pictures and everything that everybody else wants to post, at least make it a real surprise for them. I think that's what only advice I can give to someone maybe trying to do this, because I feel like that's like a big wow factor for someone if they're just not expecting it at all. But yeah, it was just a cool area. Happened to be, and we were taking a long drive in Hawaii, going up to the north part of the island, and it's an iconic road called Road to Hana. And on the way there, we had stopped at a waterfall called Twin Falls, and hiked up that thing, and realized that how like used, or as humans, we're like so used to having shoes, and like we don't ever walk barefoot anymore. Like I'm not saying everybody does walk barefoot, but I'm sure there's people that are definitely a lot more like, what do you call it, used to having a rock, you know, come up in the bottom of your feet and stab you or something.
Maybe some fucking, what do you even call those? Like fucking tribes in the fucking middle of the jungle, maybe. But nowadays, who the fuck doing that?
Those people that wear the spider feet. Have you seen those? Like those shoes? That individual toes?
Those still have fucking shit in the bottom though.
I know, but that's like the most realistic you can get to like have you felt like the bottom of those? It is protecting your feet, right? But this is thicker than those. It's pretty thin. So you feel like all the rock.
I remember Mr. Jensen in high school would fucking wear those, but then his, at least, I'm not sure. It was like 12 years ago. His shit was fucking thick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like his was like a sandal almost, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why the fuck I thought of him. Like, that's crazy.
I guess these are almost like socks. And I remember I've seen someone barefoot. We were hiking one time, like up to just to the waterfall though. I mean, it's not like a crazy long hike, but still barefoot's kind of crazy. But anyways, we were wearing shoes and socks, and some of these areas, I mean, there's complete rivers going through. It's freaking Hawaii Island. It's not like just a paved nice road like how it is here. Not paved, but like a trail. And so I'm like, well, I'm not going to walk around with soggy, you know, shoes and socks. So we'd take our shoes and socks off and just hold them while we cross a river or something. And this wasn't just like a little short river. Sometimes it'd be like long, or just literally the river's coming down. We have to walk through the river uphill, and realize like, damn, we're just fucking weak, you know? Like if we were like to lose our shoes, like
just give it a month, you're good.
Yeah, she was telling me, like, damn, does this not hurt your feet? And I'm like, yeah, it hurts the shit out of it, but I'm like, it's like we got to get through it. So I'm like, what's the point of like, I guess, complaining in the situation? So, but yeah, she's like, she just thought because I had bigger feet, had more surface area, and it wasn't hurting as bad. And I'm like, nah, it still hurts like a bitch, but no, it was cool, man. And then yeah, kept going on that road and came to a place called Garden of Eden, and basically it's just like a cool like garden with the crazy views, and happened to be like it's known for we didn't know until we got there, but I guess it was like the starting part of Jurassic Park, like the movie, like the starting,
like the old ass one, right?
I believe so, bro. I don't. Yeah, I can't even remember what the one that I have more memorized in, because there's like an old one, and then there's like the newer modern one that we maybe had seen, and then of course now there's like newer ones too. But anyways, but yeah, that's where I popped the question. It had to be a perfect time. We were taking pictures, and had set up my gimbal like we normally do, just take photos of ours. And yeah, I tricked her. So I tricked her to look away while I hit the record button, and yeah, got to capture that moment. So yeah, she was super happy and like just surprised. Like she just didn't know what to do or like what to say, because she was just like, we're not expecting this. Like we're just on a trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad she really enjoyed it. Like I said, I get my happiness from seeing her happy. People always ask me like, what do you enjoy doing and stuff? And I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's some romantic ass shit you just said. What the fuck?
Yeah, man. I mean, I just, if I can like fulfill like some of her dreams, whether it's like, taking her on a trip, like the FIFA thing, taking her to a World Cup game, or like that's my enjoyment. Just seeing someone else like happy. And I feel like even for friends and family, like if, I can, surprise you with something like from a new hobby, that'll make me way happier than just like, doing something like that, like hanging out or something. Like I get happiness from just seeing other people like get happy from something or giddy. So yeah, I've always told her that. And so yeah, just doing that was cool. And but yeah, I'm glad she liked the trip, because at first we were kind of both iffy about going. We're just like, man, it's kind of like really, really quick, and also like really last minute thing. But yeah, towards the end, we were just like, this was like the most perfect trip we could have done.
Usually works out like
The
that.
perfect amount of time.
Yeah.
Nothing planned. I talked to one guy before that was kind of, he already knew this was gonna happen before I even bought tickets and stuff. And he's like, yeah, dude, don't even go with a plan, dude. Like sometimes less planning is the better, because he's like, the more you plan, just the more things will go wrong. Well, not go wrong, but anything that doesn't go to plan is now going to mess up your mood. And
Yep.
we've talked about this all this time. So yeah, if you set no expectations, you'll have the blast, man. Just kind of go about how you go.
Big facts.
But yeah, overall it was cool. Stayed at the Westin, same resort we always stay at everywhere. And yeah, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that you're back and it's done, like, do you feel any different, or is?
Yeah, I kind of feel like more we're I mean, this is kind of like a different chapter, even though it's the same, like everything goes the same. It does feel different in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm sure people have been through that stage, probably know what it is. But yeah, you just feel like this is like the next step. And now, like, you always were a team and you always were together, but for some reason it does feel different when you put like a ring on it,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
dope, dude. Well, I know every Hispanic in the world is going to be asking you this, but when's the wedding, bro? When's la boda, bro?
It's a great question, man. Yeah, it's funny because at first we didn't really want a wedding. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what we're gonna do, but she most recently has more like changed her mind on wanting a wedding, like mostly because she wants to get married by the church. And usually, if you get married by the church, it's gonna be here in Utah, obviously. So it's like we should probably have some kind of reception, and if we do that, then I'm not sure yet if it's gonna be just like close family, or a smaller expansion, like with closer friends, or what it is. Because usually, I mean, normally we'd want a destination wedding, but I mean, I guess we can have a wedding like where there's another beautiful church to have it at. Like maybe in
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'm not trying to like influence you in any way, but something like that struck me once was like the only other time besides your funeral where everyone's going to be together is your wedding.
It's your wedding. So I seen a bunch of like posts on those, and it's true, man. But yeah, so we'll see as we get closer. I mean, I honestly, when I had planned to get engaged and everything, I was like, man, we'll probably have a wedding like after she gets out of school, and that'll probably be a year and a half from now. But I don't know. I didn't realize that she'd like get so excited and to have this wedding and stuff. So it may be sooner now, maybe like within a year. So
dope, bro. Well,
as we get closer, thank you.
Congrats, bro. Like that's big moves. You know what I'm saying?
It is, man. It's the time. So I've kind of yeah. I guess I wouldn't say it's the perfect time. There's never a perfect time, but it felt
felt right
this time. So, and I think just like in life, like I don't know, when people think about like having kids and stuff, it's just like, obviously we've talked in the past, you don't want to bring in a kid to life when you're not in a spot you feel like you're good and stuff. And I feel like right now, everything's in a spot where we're good, or we can have a wedding how we want, we can move forward with having a family, and we're just in a good stable spot all around. So yeah, kind of everything's piecing itself together, and yeah, just the right time, I guess.
Dope, bro. Well, good luck to both y'all. Congrats. And
thank you.
Yeah, we'll obviously keep talking about it, especially as we draw closer to updates and actual wedding and all that stuff. So
brought you something from Hawaii.
Jesus Christ. All right. Fuck. All right. I always forget we're recording. For the people that are not audio, Edgar just handed me a box, and let's just say the top says Discovery Series, and let's just say it feels a little heavy. If I had a guess, just because, you know, there's a iconic brand on here.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of drink holder.
Something.
Oh my God. Oh shit. This is my second mug that gets me, man.
There you go. That's a good one right there, man.
There you go. For the people that can't see this, it's a Hawaii mug. I'll try to sort of illustrate it.
It's a Starbucks Discovery Series. I guess they have one like a different every state, I guess.
What the fuck? Kind of like the
You can collect them all. Like quarters. Or what?
No, I was gonna say, I remember when we went to Seattle and our homie Austin was really into like Harley Davidson. And he was telling us that each city or something has every something state. Like that. Yeah. So this is dope, bro. Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate you, homie.
Curse, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm for sure drinking. It's kind of, I don't know how do I say this, but every time I drink coffee out of the Puerto Rico mug, I'm like,
you feel like you're in Puerto Rico. Wait until I
nah. I said I was thinking about you.
Yeah.
So, you know, shout out.
I was gonna bring you a shot glass, but I know how much you love drinking, and it's just like
I can't even tell you the last time I took a shot, bro. I don't.
I usually brought you shot glasses, and I've kind of transitioned to magnets because I know you guys collect magnets, but I'm like, I don't know how long they'll keep magnets on their fridge for. Like,
I like mugs.
You're like,
I like mugs.
I like mugs. So
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I like, I drink coffee and shit. So
yeah,
it work out. You know what I'm saying? So shout out, bro. Appreciate you.
Of course.
Damn, bro. When you were over there, you guys hit up. Well, you said you were next to a mall. Like, do you guys go shopping at all?
We went some window shopping while we were just waiting for our food.
What kind of stores are we talking?
It's just like going to from everything from like small, just regular mom and pop stores to like Louis Vuitton, Rolex, like big stores too.
Shit.
So
okay.
But yeah, we didn't do any shopping though. But yeah, we walked into like the Louis Vuitton store, just kind of like
window shop,
browse around and see some hefty price tags, and nothing too crazy. But there was some cool, like, I didn't realize like a lot of I don't even know if you'd call it like decor.
Okay.
But I guess it is decor. Like sometimes I didn't realize like a lot of the decor is for sale too at Louis Vuitton. Have you realized that?
Oh, fuck, dude. You're asking the wrong motherfucker.
I guess you don't go to the mall. I don't go in there either. But from the window decor, they put sometimes outside.
Decor like the fucking furniture or what?
It can be furniture, like little knick-knack thing. But yeah, I didn't realize like they sell shit like that. And I guess for the same thing, just to put it on a coffee table or to put it on a shelf like in your office. But yeah, they had it was like a guy pushing a wheelbarrow, I think it was. But this one was huge, but they had like little mini ones too.
What the fuck?
Like, that'd be kind of cool to have something like that. But
a wheelbarrow?
Yeah, but it wasn't like a legit. Think of a cartoon guy pushing a cartoon wheelbarrow. It was something like that. I can't even remember what it was exactly, to be honest with you. But
okay.
It was probably like $500,000 probably for some little knick-knack, thing.
Oh, little small shit.
But I didn't realize like a lot of that stuff is for sale till more recently. And
okay. Damn, dude. Yeah, I haven't been because the one we have here in Salt Lake is in City Creek. I think I've only been there once, and I hate going in them shits because if you don't intend to shop, I don't know. I feel like they almost make you feel like you're broke, bro. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
I think these ones do. The ones like usually in high areas like that, they don't, because I'm thinking, that one, they got people walking in and out of that door like all day.
Like the traffic is foot traffic.
They didn't give a shit about you. Either that, they just looked at me and they're like, nah, this fool's broke as shit. He ain't buying nothing.
It's funny because this is fucking random actually. So I have these coworkers that, obviously have my job and shit, but they literally on their lunch break, there's two of them. They went to the Louis Vuitton in City Creek to buy a cologne.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, damn, okay. But he was telling me, he was like, yeah, bro, like we showed up, we were like, asking for if they have samples and shit, and they're like, no, we don't provide free samples. Like, we'll give you some if you buy, perfume cologne. But he said that like two parties of like young guys came to the cologne, and he was like, okay, this is how you know, like, like this little section is for the broke people.
Just the cologne.
Because he was saying like that there was like, you could probably already imagine in your head. It's
just the most affordable thing, I think.
Yeah, for sure. But you could just imagine in your head the other sort of type of people that are in there. He's saying like those, how do I say this without being racist? Suburban mothers that don't have a job and their husbands provide everything. Like they're all there because he was saying there was like kids and shit running in there. But obviously, if they're spending a bag, they don't give the employees don't give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
But I was just like, damn, bro. Imagine like on a Thursday, bro, 11 a.m. Just like, let me go to Louis Vuitton. Like, bro, what the fuck, bro? That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So it is kind of crazy, huh? We live in a life where some people are going back to their day job afterwards, and then some people are just going going on vacation after
That's
they left
fucking
Louis Vuitton.
insane, bro. That's insane, bro. Yeah, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I guess we're just maybe looking at the materialistic things because we don't know if they're gonna go back home and my husband cheating on me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what the fuck people are going through. I guess so.
Yeah, you don't know, but
Yeah,
that's funny. But
yeah.
what you remember? What cologne they bought from Louis Vuitton?
Fuck. Dude, these guys are so into like colognes. I don't fucking know, bro. I know like 3 that come out of my head that I could tell you about, but they're not Louis Vuitton. One's Prada, one's Creed, and I think another one I low-key thought my coworkers were being racist for a second because they keep bringing up this cologne, but they were making fun of it. But I thought they were making fun of it because of the name, but it was actually making fun of it because of the smell. I guess it just smells like fucking ass. But they kept just saying this shit. I'm like, yo, I was trying to like translate it. I'm like, yo, these guys being fucking racist, bro. But like, like I don't fucking know about colognes and shit like that. So I'm like, oh, what the fuck? But it actually is a cologne. It's called Monkey Special.
Oh,
Bruh. I imagine, bro, you just working like you're new and you just keep hearing that shit. And you're like, Monkey Special? Like, what the fuck?
why do you guys keep saying monkey special?
Dude, I'm low key. I'm about to fucking Google what the fuck that is. But yeah, basically, I got coworkers that are super into that shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, colognes are interesting, man.
Hey,
I told you I bought
I was
a
about to say, can you give me a little well, you already told me, but can you tell the pod what the fuck, bro?
I bought a from Nemus Market.
Neiman Marcus, yeah.
Yeah, I bought a cologne from there online, and I've just heard. I mean, I heard really good things about it apparently, but and I guess it's good to some people, and I get it. I mean, it does have like some times where it does smell like I could wear this, but fuck, it's got like another smell to it that you get
A
to
little musty.
right at first, or I don't know. I think I just kind of like what would you call this? Scarred myself with it because I sprayed myself with it like instantly, and I literally smelt it for like the next 3 days. I feel like on my clothes, I switched my shirt. I put another shirt on. I could still smell it because it was on my skin. I showered that night.
Hey, at least it lasts long, right?
The next day, as I was like, my pores were opening up from just like, just sweating. I think I was like literally, I don't know what I was doing, but it was warm outside. I started to smell it again. I'm like, damn, bro.
That's crazy.
So, but yeah, it lingers around. That's a good one. That's my dad said, like, damn, that's one of the good ones. But my parents loved it. They thought it was.
Oh, for real? Just get to your dad.
Yeah, most likely, because I doubt I could even return that shit. But yeah, it was like $450, $470.
Okay, never mind. Maybe return it, give him like another one or something.
Yeah,
Gosh,
that's
dang.
like I've already given him like 2 colognes. I always like buy
Really?
them.
You just give
Yeah,
them?
I just don't like them. Like I smell them like at the stores, and I'll have like a sample and it smells good. But once I get to the house, I'm like, it's not me. But then I smell it on him, and I'm like, bro, that's like exactly how I thought it was gonna smell. I guess I just gotta maybe try him on, or maybe I'm just like too sensitive to like direct cologne smells. Like maybe I just gotta like spray my clothes and wear it in the next 2 days or something. Like marinate it.
Yeah, I could see that because I know sometimes like these guys at at work, at least one of them has fucking tester strips, like literally like a fucking Macy's. That's kind of the joke in the office, is that y'all corner smell like fucking Macy's over there, like dead ass, bro. It's strange. But that's kind of one of the things he says. He's like, oh, spray it. He's like, oh, like just let it settle and it'll be different. And again, I have no fucking clue. I literally walked into a world where I had no idea, and now I'm just by proximity, just picking up shit. You get me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, bro.
But yeah, this one I bought was called Frederick Mall Promise. I think it's called the perfume, or Promises. But yeah, it's a brand I never heard of. I just know the manufacturer of that one. It's a big manufacturer for many other big name brands, which this one already is named big name. I mean, being the cost, but I mean, I guess there's more expensive ones, right? There's like the Creed, Bentis or something like that. It's like $600, $800. I don't know what it is, but
you gotta get that absolute. It's expensive, but that shit smell fire, bro. I smell that one.
Yeah, maybe I can just do an exchange.
Swap them out. That'd be fire.
Sir.
That'd be fire.
But yeah, I just heard that and I was like pretty convinced. I was like, I know. I had a feeling it wasn't gonna be mine because the guy said this is like a gentleman's cologne, like, and I'm like, well, I know what gentleman cologne smell like, so
You're like,
I'm still a boy. So I'm still a little boy. So
nah, bro, that's you good, bro. You good. I feel like all that shit is just. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, that's some other shit, bro.
That's some other shit.
Yeah, I don't see the point of it, like spending that much. Cause, dude, like this is the good thing about not having people at work know you have a podcast. You can talk about shit like this. But it's like, bro, like, dude, this guy's spending fucking like $400. It sounds like a week, bro. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude. Like, I've bought dumb shit. Actually, we have a kind of a dumbass hobby now that I'm thinking about it. But like, it's not like you can have fun with fucking cologne. Like, what are you just gonna smell it and be like, like, I don't. Again, to each their own.
It's, I guess, the compliments you get if you're going out and about and
Bro,
you get a compliment.
I've never complimented a motherfucker said, dude, you smell good.
Really?
I've never told anyone that.
Well, your girl at least, maybe.
Well, that's different, you know.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna go.
I remember the first time I met, or one of the first dates we went to my girl. I had a. It's funny. I had a sample of the Louis Vuitton one that I wear.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my god, you smell delicious." And I was like, "All right, we gotta go buy it now." That's when I went and spent $500 or whatever it is.
I could see that.
But she's always complimenting on the way it smells. So for me, I could see that. But yeah, for the most guys that just wear it and expecting to get a compliment out and about, it's not very likely unless you're at a bar and somebody's already had a few drinks and is willing to come up to you and tell you something.
Dude, you smell good, bro.
It's like, man, wait, what do you smell? What are you wearing?
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
Yeah.
I think only Austin has ever asked me that. It's like, damn, bro, you smell good. Like that, like literally, I can remember this shit. Like no one, like, you know, and again, some people overdo it with the fucking cologne. They spray like 7. Yeah. You know, I'm kind of I used to be 2 sort of person, like 1 up here, 1 down here, whatever. But now Bella was like, yo, you smell like fucking, like, what, Macy's, like Macy's. Some shit, bro.
Smell like Ross, Marshalls.
Exactly. So I'm like, all right, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, bro, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Another thing people are into in my office is golf.
Golf. I love golf, man.
Yeah, man.
I need to go. I think I like it, but I don't know. I'm not much of a being out in the sun kind of guy. And I feel like golf is just being in the straight sun.
It's all right, bro. The thing is, though, like, if you actually want to get good and shit, it's like anything else. You gotta do it all the fucking time. And nobody got time for that shit, you know? Fuck. No.
The only reason I think I like it is because I'm like a patient person that like can do something and like work on it to get better. But that comes with the time, right? And I don't have time either. So
it's like, should I get good at golf or should I X, Y, and Z or X, you know, all that stuff. But
is golf expensive?
Fuck yeah, I spent $68, bro.
Yeah.
Last time, I did rent clubs. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, motherfuckers do this 2-3 times a week. Yeah. You probably pay less again. I rented clubs again.
Can add up.
But fuck, dude, I was like, dude. That's crazy to me. Like, I'd rather go to the theater personally. I love the theater though. I love popcorns.
Nice food date.
Some shit. Damn.
Well, that's cool, man. But yeah, I don't know. I got us talking about colognes and
you know,
that stuff. But
life, love, and happiness, pa.
Yeah. Oh, Louis Vuitton. So yeah, that's it's kind of one of the bigger stores there that we went to. Just went to Charlotte, but that was Hawaii, man.
Hawaii, bro. That's dope. When you go, is there like big ass waves? Do you see like fat fucking waves like 7-8 feet or no?
No, on the north side you always do for some reason. It's weird how islands work like that. It's always the north side of the islands that are more tropical, like rainforesty. And then the other side's the opposite side, obviously. Like the south side is more usually drier, more like calmer waves. So, but yeah, we went to the north side. We saw some bigger waves, but nothing huge though. I mean, we're like looking at them from way far, but they probably are like 6-foot waves. But from up here, they look like just tiny little.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went on our sunset. What do you call it?
Boat tour thing.
Yeah, whatever it was. It was pretty windy that day. It was kind of like raining too. And dude, there was like they're massive waves. Yeah, they're probably 6-foot waves.
Was it a ferry? Was it a boat? Was it a sailboat? Like what we call
sailboat.
Yeah. Okay. I remember, I think my sister went on one of those in Mexico, and I think she was drinking wine and shit. Were you guys doing something like that? Like drinking wine?
Yeah, they usually, like, we went to, I think the one in St. Thomas, like, that was probably the better one we've taken. But yeah, they supply you drinks and then they handed out, like, snacks and food throughout the ride. But this one was, like, a dinner thing, and it was, like, double the price as St. Thomas. Shit. But it was not good food. I didn't even bother to even have any.
Damn.
I was just like, we'll just go to dinner afterwards. But we paid like, I think it was like $170 a person.
Holy fuck. And you didn't eat the food?
I was like, no, I'm good.
That's wild, actually.
I just wanted just a nice tour. And the reason I went with that one, because we literally walked out our hotel and it's right there.
Oh, okay.
Right on the water. Yeah. So, But yeah, we could have gone with a cheaper one, but I was just like, at this point, it's just convenience.
Convenience.
And I just wanted to have, a few drinks here and there. And but yeah, it was cool. They literally, I think our hotel is the one that they cater for the boat. So, but they just had like pulled pork, um, like some kind of rice, and yeah, just like some small like it's. I guess I wouldn't say light food, but it was funny. There were some people that were like literally they want to get every single penny out of that thing. So like they expected to have dinner. And dude, they fucking got this plate full of food and they killed that shit. And I was like, damn, like they got their money's worth out of it. They came in for the tour and also got a full last meal, and now they're gonna go home and
what are you gonna do?
Chill the rest of the evening. But yeah, us were just like, my girl got a plate and just to kind of like bite and snack here and there. But,
try that shit.
But yeah, and then I think the best thing part of that, they handed out cookies afterwards. Oh, dude. Nice little cookie, man. That was the best part, along with the drink. But yeah, afterwards we just went to dinner. Where did we go? Yeah, we had like, I don't know, everything's expensive there in Hawaii. So.
Yeah, I've heard, bro. It's funny because I think I told you, like the guy that sits right behind me was literally in Hawaii the same time you were, but he went to a wedding, so nice. Got wedding. But the people that got married, they stayed behind to celebrate their honeymoon. And I was like, holy shit. It's kind of like, hey, everybody, come over here. We'll celebrate the wedding. Everybody fucking dips and we'll stay here, have our honeymoon. But as you know, that's fucking crazy storms and all this crazy shit. And I guess some freak accident happened to the husband, dude. I guess when he was lifting something, both of his fucking biceps tore. Like, bro, what the fuck? On your honeymoon? And you're trapped on an island? He said he didn't hear from him for like 2-3 days. I was like, dude, that's kind of fucking scary, bro. But I guess he posted a fucking like an Instagram pic or some shit like that with like a vape he brought to him or something like that, like in the picture. And he was like, he good.
He good.
But I was like, damn, bro.
2 biceps at once.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Like, imagine picking something and both, bro.
You're just thinking like, did he work out or some shit? Like, was he like a buff dude or something that wasn't something heavy?
Well, to tell you sort of like who this, like the guy that sits behind me, and I'm pretty sure, once you kind of hang out with similar people is what I'm trying to say, right? But this guy is, he's definitely a gym bro. He definitely, is super knowledgeable when it comes to like peptides and TRT and testosterone. So I'm pretty sure he's probably like, in that category as well.
Big yoke guy trying to impress.
I don't fucking know.
Hey, let's bring the big guns over here. Help us lift this car up. Someone trapped underneath it.
Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I got to do some crazy. I mean, it's not like me picking up like a broom that would, do that shit. You got to be lifting some insane shit.
Yeah, actually.
Going beyond your knowledge of what you can do, I guess.
No, it's insane because these guys were telling me, or the guy was telling me that obviously people celebrate different. Like, if I tell you this, you'd be like, oh, me and you're probably like, oh, fuck no. Dude, these guys drink like fucking 6 days in a row type shit. Like from morning all the way to night.
Sounds fun.
No days off. Sounds fun as crazy. And then he was like, yeah, bro, one of these days I was getting fucked up and I was out in the sun and I was fucking hating life.
Damn.
But then we had a conversation because me personally, I don't like sitting in the fucking sun, bro. I hate that shit. And I didn't really notice that until Bella was like, yo, when we went to Croatia, like you weren't even having fun and didn't want to go in the water. And I was just like, you're right. I kind of don't fuck with that shit.
I don't fuck with the island shit.
I just want to be in the shade, bro. Like, I don't know. And I hate being in the fucking hot. Like, and then I go swimming and then I get fucking tired. Or the water's too cold and you can, I don't know.
Maybe sitting in the bare sun, I don't mind it till I'm dry. Once I'm dry, then I'm like, all right, this shit's hot as shit. I'm going to go back in the water. I'm going to go in the shade. But I get you there with that. But yeah, man, that's.
I also fucking. I don't know. I like to give excuses, but like in terms of swimming, I can swim and shit, but I feel like I get tired quick. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm not efficient with swimming because, obviously you can have like a specific stride that doesn't use enough energy as maybe one of the ones I do. Again, maybe I don't know how to float, but my theory is, fuck, I don't even know if I should say this, bro, but like, I don't know if you ever notice some sort of like heavier people, at least like when I go to the gym, there's always like sort of heavier people in the pool.
More dense,
they can flow. It's not as hard on like their joints, and because they're kind of floating. But like if someone in there that's like not that's like big but not like sort of overweight, like it's more like muscle, bro, you fucking drop in that bitch. You just sink, bro. You know, assuming you don't have anything like air in your lungs, you just feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm giving excuses, but I don't know where the fuck I'd swim. I'm definitely not swimming in no fucking like gym pool, bro. That's fucking nasty in my opinion.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I don't know, bro. It's weird with swimming though. I've realized. I mean, I don't know how to swim, so or float, I should say.
If I throw you in the water right now, like 10 feet deep, you don't think you could like float?
I'd probably just try to swim to the shore and then
Could
probably
you?
drown till
Jesus Christ.
drown trying to. No, it was weird when we went snorkeling and PR. It's weird because like if I just put myself in the water, you're like tense, you're trying to like focus on not drowning, whatever it is. But when we're snorkeling above water. We're not like going into the water. But we had like this little like it's like a little float you just kind of put on your stomach just to kind of help you stay up, so you can like be vertical in the water. But it's weird because like once you start breathing underwater through your snorkel, and you know that you can keep breathing, your body like relaxes in a way, and probably your lungs fill up with water. I mean not water, sorry, air. I mean you always have air in your lungs, but it's just weird how like your body relaxes itself, and you just literally feel like your butt like and your legs come up. But it's like in any other situation, because I'm not used and I'm not like comfortable to swimming, like that wouldn't happen unless like I'm completely like.
Yeah, I don't think that could happen because that means that you would have to have your head in the water as you're floating, and you eventually got to breathe. So
But
if you move,
that same thing happens if you flip yourself. If you flip yourself and you're just on your back, same thing.
I've tried, bro. I can't.
Because when I was in swim lessons, that's one thing that I got really good at. But this is just in regular pool water where there's no waves coming at you. But like in an ocean, you got waves coming at you. So like one little wave comes and smacks you right when you're breathing in. Now you're panicking because you just you're not getting air. Now you have water in your lungs. But anyways, it's like I can't replicate that there in an ocean though. But they would call us like in swim lessons. They would have you like float on your back, which I was really good at and I really enjoyed it. I can't do it in an ocean. Well, I could do it in an ocean somewhat better than a pool because I think the salt water, I don't know, for something with floating is a little better, I guess. And then the dead man, which is face down, but you can only do that so long until you run out of, breath and you have to come up again. But yeah, it's just weird. It made me realize like again, like years later after my swim lessons when I was like a kid, that it is just like you got to relax yourself, but that's the hard part, especially when you're like in a situation that's like
stressful situation.
Like you jump off a cruise ship or some shit by accident.
Oh fuck!
To go save your girl.
Oh hell no! I'm gonna be honest. Don't they even fuck? I don't think they even stop sometimes, bro. Because sometimes they're shark infested waters, bro. Like them motherfuckers is just there, and they see something fall, and that's damn. I ain't gonna lie, that's fucked. One of my that's actually really scary. But something else that's pretty scary is you probably seen those videos, or maybe even in person, because you go to islands way more. Is when the fucking like wave comes in and it fucking sucks you into the ocean, and then another one comes sucks you deeper. Oh my god, bro!
Yeah,
that is that's why I was kind of asking about the 6-foot waves.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm not going near that shit.
No, I've never been in an ocean that has those kind of waves. I mean,
dude, that's scary, bro.
I'm good.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, luckily all the places that we've gone, the water is like a pool.
That's cool. Yeah, that's dope.
Chill. You do get like the waves that come, but it's just a roll, kind of just rises and comes down, but it's just like barely anything. Yeah, that's Hawaii definitely is known just to have crazy ass waves, so that's why it's a surfing place.
Yeah, I was about to say that's what I was like. I don't know if you see people surfing and shit, or because hey, I don't know why, but
what surprised me this time is that the water is actually pretty warm. But because every time we've gone, I mean, we've gone in the winter, but I always just thought like the other places, you go in the winter, summer, it's always warm water, just because I guess it's close to the equator, like the PR St. Thomas kind of vibe. Florida,
yep,
and Hawaii. It does have its seasons for sure where it's colder and warmer, but yeah, water was pretty warm.
Okay.
But yeah, man, that's enough Hawaii talking, I guess. So,
shout out, bro.
Recommend for people if you guys, have a weekend off, do a little weekend trip to Hawaii, direct flight from Salt Lake. A little more expensive, but it's worth it. Just, 6-hour flight, 5-hour flight, whatever it is. Don't have to. It's crazy because everything else you have to do a layover, so it can be.
How much money are you realistically saving, though, if you do that?
Like $1,000, probably in total.
Okay. Like on the way. So like $500 each way?
Yeah, I paid 500 extra just to have direct flights there.
Oh, 500 extra
A
for
person.
both way.
A person. Yeah, for both way.
Okay, like 250. Yeah, just yeah. I guess it depends, right? Depending on how long the layover is, and
So it goes from either
yeah,
6 hours to 10 hours. 10 hours was the minimum.
10 hours meaning like you go to
Tot-
like LA or something, right?
like
It'll have to
total.
be something. We're in the West Coast, maybe Seattle,
Yeah,
Oregon,
Arizona's a big one.
Arizona.
Hmm. The LA, I imagine, is probably one. Makes sense if it would be. Washington. And then what else is there? Yeah, there's another from Idaho, obviously, but yeah, happened to be one of those, I would say, because the first time we ever went there, we took, um, yeah, one of those. The one back was direct, but getting there, we stopped at Arizona, and that was like the very first time. But yeah, it was cool. Not knowing shit, not and obviously going for like a week, so it's like you have time. But when you're going for a short amount of time, you just want to get there and come back like quick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, it's kind of cool. That's one of the few flights that Salt Lake offers direct ones.
That's
Too,
dope, bro.
so.
That's dope. I remember one time someone said, because there's like a lot of people out there that are always like penny pinching, trying to squeeze as much fucking dime out of everything.
Used to be that.
Yeah, so it's like, but like you just mentioned, like I don't think should just be about optimizing every fucking dollar and stretching every dollar,
Mm.
because sometimes, like you mentioned, it's about convenience. It's about me getting more sleep, or me, maybe being able to spend more time to do it, a particular activity or something like
Mm.
that. But I've noticed that in some people that everything is just about optimizing and stretching that dollar, and I'm like, damn, what a fucking way to live, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes that's the only way they can make things work, right? Like
Yeah, I guess if
that's
what it
maybe our
is.
budget is $2,500, and that's it. Like
Yeah.
for the situation, for the flights and everything. So it's like we're gonna have to work with that, or we just don't go. So it's like,
No, I'm only taking about the mentality,
yeah,
because there's some cheap skate motherfuckers out there. Like anything they do,
that's true. Yeah.
anything, and then for some weird reason, usually the same people like to spend a lot of money on one particular hobby. It's weird.
Mm.
I don't know if you ever came across that. It's like motherfucker wearing a shoe with like a fucking hole in the bottom of that bitch, but he got like crazy rims on the whip. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, like some shit like that. I'm like, oh fuck. But again, to each their own. I just find it wild that like that's your thing, optimizing everything for each dollar. You're not gonna get that, that $1, or let's say a coffee. I'm not saying go get a fucking coffee every day. I think that's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
But like, maybe once in a while, it's your birthday, bro. You're not
Once
gonna
in a
get a
blue
little
moon.
coffee for yourself, bro. Like that's sort of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Instead of, oh my god, I can't. No, I don't want to go out. Oh no, like bro, enjoy life, bro. Like,
Yep. It's short, man.
yeah,
We're
bro.
here for a good time, not a long time. But
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely came from there, but me was just straight up because I couldn't afford it. I was just like, I wanted to do things, but the only way I can do
Nah.
things was doing it on a budget. So,
No, I don't. I feel like you may be
yeah,
taking offense. I meant
no,
like
I'm not taking
you've never been
offense.
like a fucking cheap ass in my opinion, like ever.
No, but I remember like
You
if I
know?
wanted to go to California, like this is like, 9 years ago, like I would have had to like just stay at a cheaper place but I didn't even know, like I didn't even,
Nah, you're good,
I,
bro.
I, I was like, I didn't even know that there was,
Humble beginnings type shit.
yeah, but I mean, that's
I meant
just,
more like, yeah, you go, let's say you cheap on that. Let's say you go to Disneyland, and I don't know, you fucking pack a lunch or some shit. You get me? That's what I
yeah.
mean. Or the churros $8. Oh, never mind. Oh, let's get us a souvenir. Oh, it's $20. Never mind. Like that's what I'm talking about.
Mm.
Like again, there's a fucking line and all that.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I guess I guess it's just people that are full adults now that are still doing that. I feel like if there's a time where you're younger and you're having to do that, it's probably fine. But
yeah, like if you don't have it, I get that. But I mean, some people, it's not even they have it. It's just the mentality. Like it doesn't allow them to enjoy life because they're so like married to that idea
yeah,
that doesn't allow them to. Hey man, go fucking, go buy yourself a little outfit, man. Go feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I'm good.
yeah, it's like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'll just fucking save it and then not spend it and just
Christmas
die.
is coming around. I might get something.
Like, that's kind of what I'm referring to. And again, I don't seem too judgmental because
Yeah,
I definitely could save a lot more money and, do stuff more wisely. But I think it comes with balance.
yeah. I definitely sometimes I do ask myself. I'm like, probably should scale back a little bit on spending money and saving. But at the same time, I mean, it's like luckily, I've been blessed to keep reproducing more. Making more, growing more. So it's like just keep enjoying it.
Yeah,
If
enjoy
it's at a
life,
stop,
man.
if it's at a point where it's like, all right, I'm putting people not in a dangerous spot, but I'm like, I'm starting to affect other people by my spending
You're spending more than you're making.
or stuff like that, then yeah, I should probably, think about it more. But it's like, yeah, I've been thinking about this recently too, and it's funny because I always give this advice to people, but I never give the advice to myself, and it's always like it was one, it's the car situation, but also the mentality of we're stuck in the same spot. So I've been contemplating buying a new truck, and I'm like, I don't want to buy a new truck because I'm trying to buy, another house, and I want to be smart with my money. But it's like that's me thinking I'm gonna make the same money I make right now in like a year and a half, and I'm like, that's me thinking wrong. Especially my thinking. I'm always thinking way different. I'm always thinking like a year from now, I'm definitely gonna be making more money because the way thing has gone for me in life, I've literally almost made more money every single year because the business just keeps growing. Also, just other opportunities pop up. So, and also and that goes back to the car thing. I mean, I've always told people like get yourself something good that's just gonna get you point A, point B. Like, don't like quit bugging, trying to like nickel and dime like no, like I'm gonna try to do this repair myself, which I'm always doing stuff like that. And I always telling people like just pay to have it done, or just get yourself a good car. It's just gonna be good. Like pay a little more in a payment, but don't have to worry about like possibly breaking down on the way to work or like having to work on the weekend. And I'm getting to that point with my truck. It's starting to need a lot of maintenance now. So roughly about like 10 to 15,000 of maintenance that's gonna need to get like 100% working. Like if it was like a good, reliable, good truck. But from there on forward, though, it's still going to need like more maintenance coming up. But I was thinking, I'm like, man, why am I like, I'm over here like already short on time with everything. And I'm over here like thinking about, you know,
So you're starting to like balance it in terms of, hey, like this truck might potentially give me more problems.
basically it's almost like talking myself like out of like, not nickel and diamond, but like saving money. And instead just like, fuck it, go get yourself something new and just do what you tell people. Like, you don't have to worry about the truck now. That's one less thing out of your everyday problems. And
Kind of like the convenient thing
and
versus the money.
also me thinking about like, I don't want to I don't want to like get myself into more debt right now because I'm trying to buy another house. Like, just screw it. You're gonna make more money regardless of time. Like, things will just work themselves out. So yeah, you always gotta hold yourself accountable for things that you tell people. It's kind of one thing I'm realizing. Because a lot of people be giving you advice and they don't be taking it themselves. I feel like you probably know people like that, or sometimes we might be ourselves accountable for stuff like that. So, but yeah, going back to the convenience factor, just we're here for good time, not a long time. So make the time that you're here valuable. Whether if it's just getting to point A, point B quicker and easier without having to interfere with other people. Like, hey, dude, can you pick me up? Or hey, can you jumpstart me again? My fucking batteries died, but I think I can still get 2 more months out of this thing before I got to do something. And it's like, just get it over with. But yeah, man, might be a time to let go of my truck and get something newer. Start dealing with everything, or I guess just fix it. I don't know. Still haven't made up my mind, but if I'm fixing it, I'm definitely not doing the work. I'm just taking it somewhere because don't got time for that, man. But yeah, I realized maintenance is pretty expensive for a Raptor suspension wise, because I guess you got to rebuild those shocks every 30,000 miles. I should have had 100,000 miles. It probably should have been rebuilt like 3 times by now. But I've never used it for what it's intended for. So
Yeah, so it's probably still good.
but I was like, I'm curious to know what it would feel like if I rebuilt them. But yeah, it's like 4 or 5 grand to get them rebuilt, and then just like the little annoying things that the truck has, like the infotainment center not working, and
Which is that?
maybe like 2 grand.
God damn.
For like, because at that point you probably want to upgrade it, to just something like a nicer screen that has Apple CarPlay,
Okay.
like what a new truck would.
Okay, okay, 2x for something new is not to replace it.
To replace it with something better, yeah.
Okay, I was about to say for the same shit. Fuck.
No, same shit. Well, I don't know, honestly. Same shit. I'd probably just go to eBay and like see if someone's just selling like another Sony head unit from a stock truck, and
Dude,
hopefully.
I'm fucking scared of that shit, bro. Because remember when we were trying to fix my fucking car system or whatever, and we ended up buying a fucking amp.
Oh yeah, fucking
and that shit didn't
$100.
fucking work, bro. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just annoying shit with cars, and like I said, none of it affects the car. It's still gonna get your point A to point B. But at this point, I'm like, I spend my money on so much other things that are not really valuable to me. And it's like I'm in my car a lot of the time of the day. Like that's what gets me everywhere around, and I'm everywhere all day. So it's like, why am I kind of? It's like the whole running around with a hole in your shoe when you have a gold watch or some shit. It's like, um, and at the end of the day, my truck, it's a great truck. It looks good, it performs good, but it's just little annoying things that I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like, I gotta probably invest into making those little annoying things better since I'm already in it so many times, or just get something else that I don't have to worry about. So we'll see what comes with that. But that just reminded me when you were talking about like people kind of nickel and diamond and yeah, enjoy the money. Enjoy the time.
Enjoy the time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, bro.
But yeah, dude, your girlfriend's out on the trip you guys were on a year ago, a little bit over a year ago.
Not necessarily. They're not going to Italy or nothing like that, but
And
the
Bosnia,
homelands.
Croatia stuff though.
Yeah. So
Nice.
more family stuff.
And that's the part you kind of like the most, right? You were saying like Croatia is like just like a place you could see yourself like one day retiring at.
From that trip, fuck, the whole thing was badass to be honest. But yeah, in terms of like retirement, yeah, probably. Assuming everything works out correctly, because shit, if it doesn't, I'm definitely not gonna be fucking going over there, type shit. So, yeah, man, but they out there, doing the little thing,
Family's out there with her, like her dad and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. Just for a little overlap, I believe, but
nice.
Yeah, man. So.
Let her brother go out there too, or?
Nah, he never goes out with us in terms of like we've gone to San Francisco, I think twice already. He's never gone. We've, I don't invite him because it's not my family. Like obviously his own family tells him to go, but I don't know. He just doesn't seem that interested in doing none of that stuff. Again, he's more of like a car dude anyway. Mm-hmm. And again, kind of going back to, just people's they might not want to do that shit, but again, he's one of those individuals that loves to drift and does that, so he'll drop a fuck ton of money on his whips. He has like a Skyline. I'm not sure if it's R32 or R33 and shit like that. He already blew up like twice, for example, and it's like, damn. So
that's cool.
A little money pit type shit.
Yeah, this car stuff can get really expensive, dude.
Super, bro.
I kind of wanted to like start over on that, but I don't have the time anymore. Like,
what do you mean by that?
Like get a cool car that's like maybe in the 20-ish to 40,000 price range, and like mod it out, like.
What would you get then?
Now that I can like afford to put cool stuff, but I don't have time for it. For like that much money, I'd probably give me like something a little bit older. Maybe I wouldn't say. I would say an Evo, but I mean that's kind of one that comes to my mind. That'd be kind of cool, I guess. But
so that's still like a car that kind of like gravitates to you.
Yeah, but I feel like there's other cars too. I can kind of go blank right now. Like even like an older Porsche with like kind of higher mileage, but you can like make them pretty cool and just like I'm just saying I'm at a point now where I can like do more of a hobby thing. Back then I was just trying to like Facebook Market buying used parts. I was just getting by. Of course I was still fulfilling my need of that like hobby and joy, but just in a different form. And I feel like now I can do it a little better, but I just don't have the time. And even then, I'm like, I just don't even probably enjoy it. And I guess you don't know until you try it, right?
Yeah.
But that's what got me into this whole. It's got me where I'm at right now. So that's why I always kind of wonder, like, if that thing is still there and if I would enjoy it. Because back then, that's what, it drove me to be where I'm at. So
that's funny. You said drove. Another pun.
Yeah.
Shit, you're full of puns today.
I'm all full of puns, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, if you had to go, like, if you had like I guess like a project car. I mean, I know you're not much into cars, but some things about cars, and I feel like you do enjoy like looking at cars and talking about cars maybe sometimes. But if you had to like buy something, like maybe
what's my budget?
Yeah, like under 50K. Like something from like back in the day that you were like, damn, that'd be cool to have. And
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Did you want something like back then that you couldn't have when you were like in high school? Kind of like
when I was in high school for sure, but like now I honestly don't give a fuck. But like back then, if I was in my high school days, damn, bro, what the fuck did I like back then? It was for sure European shit. I never really liked JDM shit, to be honest with you. The only time I really kind of got into it, I think, was more because like you had a fucking talent, and I was like, oh, cool. Like I just want to be like part of Edgar's clique and shit. And I think that's when I was looking at like eclipses and shit. But after that, I was like, no, fuck all that shit. But it for sure probably be something European. Back then, bro, what the fuck's available? It's European. I didn't go lie, I don't fucking like Beamers, so it'd have to be.
I could see like an R34, R32.
Okay.
Is that what they were like, the Volkswagen, like the?
Oh
And I
yeah,
could see
that's
like modding
high
it.
school because I had a Jetta. That's a good. I think that's fire. I think that's a good one.
Yeah,
I think that's a good one. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
that's like one of those like where it's like, the talent to the Evo. Like the Evo was like
Yeah.
your Volkswagen to the R32 was definitely probably like the bigger jump. Yeah, I don't know. There's not many cars. I mean, and obviously like Skylines and stuff, they get up there in price. I mean, I'm sure he's probably paying like 60,000, maybe. I guess maybe not that much, maybe even 40 for those older cars. But getting parts for those,
The bitch. Huh?
it would annoy me. I feel like, cause I'm like, damn, like they have all these parts are available, but they're on Japan, and it's like just getting that shit shipped over here, paying hell on tariffs and waiting a month just to get it fucking something. I feel like I'd lose interest quick, but I'm sure a lot of the stuff you can still get here now in the US.
Bro, that reminds me of the fucking mattress, bro. Bro, you said a month. I said, what I wait a fucking month for, bro? That shit's kind of fucked
update the
up.
people, man.
It's
it's
honestly like worst case fucking scenario, bro. To be honest with you.
Is this like the being cheap thing comes to bite you in the ass?
Yeah. So basically, for the people that aren't caught up, I was bought a mattress. I'm trying to get a good ass deal.
It was a good deal. It was like $500 off, right?
Basically $700 if you account taxes and the other shit. So basically, we bought a mattress from a website from California, and bro, this shit just took forever. Like my girlfriend started telling me, we got scammed and all this shit. And I'm like, we didn't get fucking scammed because I use my Amex. When you use Amex, you have like protection. You could always file a chargeback. Like I don't like you already know as well. Like you've told people on the podcast, I use PayPal. I know I'm gonna get my shit back. Same thing with Amex. That's why usually people recommend always using a credit card. Like don't use your debit card because it's way harder for like you don't have a team behind you to sort of help you out.
Yeah.
I guess Golden West did kind of help me once, but not as much as if you were use a credit card. But basically, bought that shit. Finally got it scheduled so we can get it shipped. He was like, okay, cool, Wednesday. XYZ, get an email confirmation that week. And by this point, it's been like fucking 3-4 weeks. It's like, oh, we can deliver to you. So I screenshot that message, send it over to Bella. She has time. She gets the number. She calls. She tells me that someone in fucking Israel answers and they don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, all right. And then I'm over here kind of like overwhelmed. She's telling me all this shit. And I'm like, you know what? I've had enough, bro. Like I get to a point where it's like, yo, fuck this shit. Like that's this, whatever. So I fucking literally file a chargeback, get my shit back the next day.
Didn't even bother trying to get a return from the
fuck all
merchant.
Yeah, exactly. But now I'm like, fuck. If they still ship the mattress, they can technically be like, hey, we delivered that shit. Because it's when you file a chargeback, it's almost like an investigation. Did the vendor or basically you bought a service, did they fulfill their end of the bargain? And if they're able to prove, hey, it was in fucking transit and they got it delivered, and then technically they can take the money out of my account again because it's fulfilled their end of the bargain. In this case, they hadn't. But I was still like, fuck, kind of in a weird middle sort of situation where it's like, am I going to get the mattress? Should I just buy it from fucking Edgar directly? I don't want to end up with 2 fucking mattresses, this whole fucking ordeal. But anyways, I get a fucking phone call on, I think that Monday. No, I think I'd get an email. I was able to reschedule it still. I'm like, fuck it, let's see what happens. Reschedule it for that Wednesday.
This is before the chargeback.
No, this is already, the chargeback already happened. But I'm like, oh shit, like fuck it. Like let me try to reschedule, see what happens, right? So reschedule it for Wednesday. And that Monday, bro, I get a phone call that says, yo, unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to deliver this shit because it was already in Salt Lake. I was like updating it, and like we're gonna have to send it back. I was like, all right, whatever.
So they're on the back end. They probably knew that there was a chargeback. So.
Exactly. So then at that point, I spent another $700, got it from Nectar, and got it on Thursday. But I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, literally, I was like so close to getting that shit. But it's like at one point, I don't know, bro. It's just at that point, I just get fed up, and I'm like, you know what? again, kind of going back to the convenience thing and everything like that. It was just a fucked up scenario, to be honest with you.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Like, fuck. So I'm just glad it's all over with, and had to cop off, an extra 700, but whatever.
Yeah, got it the next day. Or in 2
Literally,
days.
I think I bought it on Monday and got it on Thursday.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, dude. But nah, bro. But if at the end of the day, as a business, bro, like,
you'll be able to sleep better and make more money now. So you'll make up for that 700, bro. See, that's what you gotta think about it. That's why I talk myself into buying everything. So I'm like, nah, because of this, I'll be able to perform a little better. So I'm gonna make more money regardless. So it's just gonna pay itself back, and that's just my excuse.
You convince yourself real good. Me, I'm just like, fuck it.
Keep moving forward, man.
Let's fucking kick dirt and let's keep moving. I get, you know what I'm saying?
Kick dirt.
Keep it moving, bro. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't even fucking think about shit. But yeah, that's the end of the mattress sort of thing. I just wanted to update people if you give a fuck, because it's like, whatever happened to that?
Put a nail in that coffin.
But the lesson that I learned from there, because I've been buying other things from other places that are a little cheaper. Usually when you pay less, I think we've sort of brought it up, that shit's going to take way longer than to get there, bro. Yeah. Way fucking longer. So you either pay with time or money. In my case, with the mattress, I pay with fucking both. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Sometimes you don't win with all of them, right?
Oh, my sometimes fucking goodness. Well, I waited a month just to not get it, just so I could buy a full price. That's why I don't even want to talk about this stupid shit anymore. That's an L, pa. That's a fat for some people. Fucking L, bro. That's a big L. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm trying to think. I know I've had shit like that happen to me in the past, but I feel like right now with well, I guess in my situation is the car rental from St. Thomas. Like, obviously, I opted out to not get insurance on it to save money, and technically I'm not losing money because I'm getting all my money back. But
it's the time, right?
Yeah, which luckily I'm in a spot where I don't need the money, so it's good. But if somebody was relying, like, that was like, dude, $4,000 for some people. That's a fuck ton, bro. It's like, bro, I was relying on that to pay my rent. It's a fuck ton, bro. And luckily, like, we're just in a spot now where it's not like that for me. But man, it's just been annoying with those people. Today I got a call that just completely kind of diverted everything else that they had been feeding me. As far as like, yeah, like, it sounds like we're gonna have to just give the money to the insurance company. I think I briefly talked about this to, like, not insurance company, the rental car company, because that's just the way we do things, and they'll have to reimburse you since you already paid them in full. And then today I left a voicemail yesterday to the supervisor, and then the assistant called me again that I've been always talking to, and she's like, hey, I just want to let you know. He's like, we finally got the right number to the adjuster. I guess he's been trying to call you this whole time. But we just want to let you know we're not ignoring you or nothing. So I'm like, the fuck? But, and then it's just like, why is the adjuster calling me? If you guys supposedly were telling me that, like, you guys are waiting for the rental car company to go pick up this form from you guys that basically is accepting that they're going to get the check. It's just weird. Yeah. It's kind of funny because when we're thinking about doing, like, trips, we're thinking about going to St. Thomas again, just fucking going in person. I'm like, hey, yo, give my money, dude. Like, the fuck, I'll go hand deliver this fucking paper, sign it, and bring it back to you guys so you guys can get the check and give me the money.
Yeah, give me that shit now.
But yeah, it's annoying. And also, my girl, this is how companies get, rich. Unfortunately, they just, people forget about their money. Unfortunately, I've had people that forget about their gift cards. I send messages and try to schedule them in, and they just kind of don't care for it. So after like 2 or 3 messages, I'm just, ironically, I was telling her this morning when I was getting a haircut, and I'm later just going about my day, and I get a call, and she's like, oh, hey, this is so-and-so. I need to schedule my car. I have a gift card. And I was like, oh shit. But this one was actually like 2 months ago, and the guy got it for her. But it's ironically like how it all happened, because I literally had 4 gift cards that have not been used, but were just paid. And 2 are from a year ago. One's like 2 years ago. I know those aren't going to come. In my case, it's a win for me, but it just kind of goes to show some people just do not give a shit about, like, basically redeeming their money that they've already spent. So
crazy, bro.
But yeah,
in accounting, that's called unearned revenue. And you can't claim that as your revenue until, but obviously after a certain fucking time, it's like, when we could, in accounting, you got to transfer it over to just revenue. That's interesting. Okay.
Didn't know that.
All right, bro. We'll sort of reaching that point of, usually when we end the pod. Is there anything else we need to cover?
No, man, not for me.
All righty. Well, this has been episode 178. Shout out to Edgar again for, coming. I guess technically the last pod he came in as a fiance, but you guys didn't know unless you follow him. But yeah, congrats again, bro. And,
Thank you, bro.
Excited to, keep talking and seeing how this, this new chapter comes for you. But yeah, that's been it for episode 178, y'all.
Okay. Yeah. That's it for me, man. Thank you.
All righty. For sure. Peace out, guys. We'll catch you in the next one, and we'll see you later.
Peace.
Yeah.